WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
There is a new pope in the Vatican, and not only is he from the United States, he grew up on the shores of Lake Michigan. It is our top story tonight at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones.
And I'm Siobhan Klepfer. In the fourth vote of the conclave, 135 bishops chose Robert Prevost to succeed Francis as pope.
Prevost was born and raised in the city of Chicago, and now he's taken the papal name of Leo XIV. Prevost was one of the leaders of the Order of St. Augustine in Chicago before taking a post as a bishop in Peru for almost a decade. Then in 2023, Pope Francis appointed him as the head of a powerful office in Rome that vets bishop nominations from around the world. And now, as Leo XIV, he is the first ever pope from the United States, and American Catholics are thrilled.
I'm just excited for our country, for the world.
You want to learn more about him?
Yes. I feel like it's great for the American church and American Catholics.
What do you want to know about the new pope?
I would love to know if he's going to continue some of the legacy of Pope Francis.
Well, reaction continues to pour into the election of the first American pope. Bells rang out all over the world, including here in mid-Michigan.
And many Catholics here in Lansing shared their excitement about the decision with 6 News, including Bishop Boyer with the Diocese of Lansing.
Karina Prieto met with the bishop shortly after Pope Leo XIV was chosen, and she's here for you now with more.
Well, Sherry and Siobhan, I was able to speak with Bishop Boyer about his thoughts on Pope Leo and what's next for Catholics under his leadership. Now, I have to say, the bishop seemed very excited to hear the news of the decision. He says the excitement comes from a place of curiosity for the future of the church. One of the things that stood out to Bishop Boyer today was the fact that the Pope did not speak in English, showing his wide background from spending time as a spiritual leader in Peru and Italy. The bishop says he was shocked that the conclave picked an American, and he believes the quick decision shows potential for Pope Leo.
Seems to me it happened very quickly, so there must have been a great consensus that arose very, very quickly. That's encouraging to me. I thought he handled himself very, very well today. I was very impressed. And he spoke about 2 things. He spoke about peace and unity. Those were the things he talked about today in his presentation to all the people. Peace and unity. Very impressive.
Bishop Boyer says the Pope's choice to take the name Leo shows a commitment to the social teaching of the church, including an emphasis on caring for those in need. Sherry and Siobhan, back to you.
Thank you, Karina. Well, one thing we know about Pope Leo is he's not afraid to comment on political topics. Last month on social media, he reposted criticism of the Trump administration for mistakenly deporting Maryland man Kilmer Abrego Garcia to El Salvador and refusing to bring him back. He has also shared articles critical of Vice President J.D. Vance, himself a Catholic, denouncing his claims that Jesus calls for us to rank our love for others.
A judge has declared a mistrial in the case of former Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Schur.
Schur shot and killed Patrick Lyoya following a traffic stop and physical struggle 3 years ago. The jury could not reach a verdict.
Rachel Ramsey is here for you now with a reaction from the defense and prosecution and the Lyoya family.
Yeah, Sherry, Siobhan, the jury deliberated over 3 days and could not come to a unanimous decision. They tried to reach a verdict on Tuesday, but told the Kent County Circuit Court judge that they were unsuccessful. The 12 jurors were instructed to keep deliberating, but they came back today still unable to agree. In the end, no one is happy with the outcome.
It hurts my family, my wife. We are bleeding. We are in pain.
A translator for Patrick Lyoya's family shared their disappointment in the mistrial. Patrick was 26 years old when he was shot and killed by Christopher Schur during a struggle that stemmed from a traffic stop. Schur shot Lyoya in the back of the head while he was on top of him.
We will continue to fight until when we get the true justice for Patrick.
Kent County prosecutor Chris Becker charged Schur with second-degree murder and says he doesn't have any second thoughts on bringing the charges.
I've been involved in a number of officer-involved incidents where I've cleared them, and if I clear them, that's because I believe it shouldn't go forward. This is one I felt, given all the facts and circumstances, that deserved to go forward.
Schur's defense team says there were more jurors leaning towards an acquittal.
They did their job, and sometimes this happens where you can't get 12 people off the street to agree as to a very important decision.
Defense attorney Matthew Borgala says this case should not be retried, and he says it should never have been tried in the first place.
It was clear, based on the evidence, that there wasn't enough to establish a charge in this case. I think there was a lot of evidence at trial that was irrelevant and that shouldn't come in.
Borgula spoke on how the former Grand Rapids police officer feels about the outcome.
He's been living with this for 3 years. He obviously wanted some resolution. Obviously wanted it to be done, but it's a hung jury.
Sure could be tried again, but at this time it's unknown if that will happen or not. Patrick Lioya's family is suing the city of Grand Rapids and Christopher Schur civilly. Back to you.
Thank you, Rachel. Police are investigating after a vehicle crashed into a pillar in front of a building in Okemos today. Take a look. It happened just before noon at Athletico Physical Therapy on Grand River. Our photographer on the scene found the white SUV crashed into the pillar. There were no injuries reported and the business did not have to close, although there are some concerns tonight about structural damage. The cause of the crash is under investigation.
Meridian Township officials will vote tonight on one of 5 plans to build a new senior center and possibly a new community center as well. A task force has been looking at possible options for those facilities ever since a plan to locate them in the former Yonkers store in the Meridian Mall was shot down last August. Tonight, the Township Board will review those options and decide which ones it will present to the public. Building a new senior center will cost the township between $12 and $15 million. That price tag would jump as high as $40 million for a combined senior and community center.
If you've been looking forward to the return of sunshine and warm temperatures, a popular way to enjoy the summer-like weather has returned to East Lansing. Today is the first day of Albert Al Fresco. It's going on right now until 9 o'clock. It's an annual tradition for East Lansing to divert traffic away from Albert Avenue to create a walkable space for people to gather, visit businesses, and eat in the nice weather. Tonight's grand reopening includes games like ping pong, cornhole, giant chess, and inflatable football.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
On now, sorry about that. Am I all good, guys?
You're good.
All right, I'm good now. There we go. Now our picks on 6 winner. And yes, I did say Sherry's very good at cornhole. This is from John last night in DeWitt, where we saw this line of storms pushing through with some locally heavy rainfall. Really impressive picture, though. Nice shelf cloud. It was nothing severe, but it certainly looked very impressive on radar as well. We'd love to see more weather pictures. Just need you to upload those at WLS.com/share, and you might see it right here on TV6 at 6 o'clock. As we look at our high temperature trend, get ready for a beautiful weekend. A lot of sunshine. We're looking at mid-70s both Saturday and Sunday. And then next week is summer-like with highs near 80. That's going to come with some humidity by the middle of the week and some afternoon pop-up showers and storms. Our satellite radar today, notice to the south, we've got our cold front moving away from the region with any additional rainfall. High pressure will be building in for tonight into tomorrow. That does mean chilly temperatures, lows in the mid-30s with some patchy frost here and there. Tomorrow afternoon, that high sinks further south. This little band of clouds we're going to watch will certainly be in the area as we head into the weekend, Saturday morning, and conceivably there could be a pop-up shower with that. The chances around 20% or so, mainly during the morning hours, because by the afternoon we return to mostly sunny skies with, again, comfortable humidity lasting throughout the weekend. Our current temperatures, depending on where you are, a little on the cool side for Owasso through St. John's, 52 for Lansing, 58 though in Jackson, and still low 60s along the state line where the cool air just isn't making it that far south. So we look at our Skyview network, McLaren Cam, traffic moving smoothly along 127 around where the Trowbridge Road exit is, so no problems traffic-wise this afternoon, and temperatures, no problem either, 52 degrees, fairly comfortable. Our high today made it up to 54. Current conditions in Grand Ledge, blue skies, temperatures up to 54. That's our high for the day. Morning low dipped down to 44 degrees, so a bit of a cool start. We've got sunshine in Jackson this afternoon as well, and temperatures quite a bit warmer, made it up to 59 today. Current temperature still not bad at 58 degrees. It's below average, but warmer than most areas. Finally, in Hillsdale, with things looking good at the courthouse there in Hillsdale, temperature 62 degrees after a high of 63. Tonight's forecast, 34 the overnight low with patchy frost and mostly clear skies. For tomorrow, it'll be a quick warm-up near 60 by noon, highs in the mid-60s by 5 o'clock with lots of sunshine and light winds. The 6-day forecast, Saturday and Sunday, gorgeous, especially for Mother's Day. Next week, 30% chance or so of a pop-up shower storm Tuesday or Wednesday, or perhaps into Thursday as well. Next weekend looks okay until a few showers roll through Sunday, and then lower 70s return by next Monday and Tuesday.
It's good to hear you, David.
You know, I find that that's a little better for communication if you have the microphone on.
Well, we are really liking these 80s. We hope it's a trend for the summer.
Yeah, I mean, everything is looking above average, at least for the next 2 to maybe 4 weeks.
Oh, good.
I like that.
Me too. Thanks, David.
Well, coming up here tonight, Governor Gretchen Whitmer is responding to pressure from State House Republicans to bring state workers back to downtown Lansing. We're going to hear from both sides next.
All right, that and much more straight ahead on 6 News at 6.